This is Stephanie Hume, and my term project presentation will be on Harry Stack Sullivan. His biographical information states that he was born in Norwich, New York on February 21st, 1892, and at age 3 he moved to Smyrna with his parents. He is the sole surviving child of his parents. There were 2 previous siblings that died by age 1. His parents were Ella Stack Sullivan and Timothy Sullivan, who were both Irish Catholic parents. His mother protected and pampered him because of the 2 previous losses, but she reportedly might have had some mental problems, because when he was 3 years old, she was absent for a year, and at that time he was cared for by maternal grandmother. His mother was one who also believed that the Stack family was superior to the Sullivan family. His father was a farm laborer and factory worker. He had no close relationship with Sullivan until after the mother died. He was not popular in school, and at age 8.5, he developed a friendship with a 13-year-old by the name of Clarence Bellinger. Both boys were socially unacceptable, but intellectually advanced, and eventually grew up to become psychiatrists. He graduated at age 16 from Cornell University, he graduated valedictorian from high school at age 16, and then attended Cornell University to study to become a physicist. However, after a year he was suspended, and it's unclear that it might be something to do with mail fraud. After that time he disappeared for 2 years. Unknown, or there are various speculations, but it is even said that he might have been into a mental institution. He entered Chicago College of Medicine and Surgery in 1911 and finished in 1915, but he received his degree in 1917. Different theories exist as to the delay. He served as medical officer in World War I and military officer after the war. In 1921 he went to St. Elizabeth Hospital, Washington, D.C., where he worked with schizophrenic patients. He became associated with the University of Maryland and with Shepherd and Enoch Pratt Hospital in Townsend, Maryland. He conducted intensive studies on schizophrenia, which led him to believe the importance of interpersonal relationships. He opened a private practice in 1930 in New York, which did not work out so well, but it did bring him into contact with several noted social scientists. Along with others, he established the William Alanson White Psychiatric Foundation and became its first president, as well as editor of its journal. His major contribution to personality theory. He was the first American to construct a comprehensive personality theory. His chief contribution to personality theory is his conception of developmental stages, in which he states there are 7 epochs or stages of development. The first is infancy, which is from 0 to age 2, and where the significant other is the mother. The interpersonal process is tenderness, and what is learned is the good mother, the good bad mother, or the good bad me. The second stage is childhood, which runs from age 2 to 6. And the significant other is the parents. The interpersonal process is protection or security. And the learning process there is syntactic language. The third stage is juvenile era, which runs from age 6 to 8.5. There, the significant other are playmates of equal status. And the interpersonal process is orientation towards living in the world of peers. And there they learn competition, compromise, and cooperation. The next stage 4 is pre-adolescence, age 8.5 to 13. And the significant other at this stage is the single chum. And the interpersonal process is intimacy. And here they learn affection and respect from peers. The fifth is early adolescence, age 13 to 15. And where the significant others are several chums. And the interpersonal process is intimacy and lust towards different persons. They learn balance of lust, intimacy, and security operations. Stage 6 is late adolescence, which is age 15 onwards. And here the significant other would be the lover. The interpersonal process is fusion of intimacy and lust. And here they learn discovery of self and the world outside of self. The 7th is adulthood, and Sullivan believes that the adult is beyond the scope of interpersonal psychiatry. He believed everyone is much more human than otherwise, and that people exist only in relation to other people and have many personalities as they have interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal relationship can transform a person into either a healthy personality or one marked by anxiety and a rigid self-structure. One fact that was not included in the textbook was that, according to John Horn from the paper American Imago, in 1930 Sullivan had a special emblem etched by artist John Vaso. It was thought to be something that Sullivan had made to say something about himself, but the design could never be deciphered, and to this day it still remains a mystery. That completes my presentation. Thank you.